When Lody moved to Holyoke, she met 9 females, starting the day that she arrived there. Holyoke was the last apartment that was left over in the newspaper at the time, in the time frame that she needed to move to receive that Section 8 gift voucher. She had to move from the old castle in Springfield, Massachusetts, because actually it was a real castle. The newspaper had came and the news reporters to look in her apartment and ask her if they could take pictures of what the house looked like then compared to what it looked like 200 years ago when it was built. It was the 200th birthday of the old castle in Springfield, Massachusetts. Lottie, even though she wasn't so proud to live there, became suddenly proud to be a part of that historical moment, to be living in a real castle, even though it was in condemned conditions, but to be a part of the history of a real castle from people who lived in real castles in Europe and came here and made that small castle as a duplicate of their real home. Lottie felt privileged to be a part of that, and that meant her children were a part of that. She had given birth to a child in there and was pregnant with another that she would give birth to before she moved from there. That was about 5 months before the date that she had to actually move out and move to Holyoke. To be exact, it was exactly 5 months after the 200th birthday of the old castle in Springfield, Massachusetts. The day that Lottie arrived in Holyoke, she arrived there with a neighbor who became her friend later. But at that moment, they were just like business associates when, the whole year that they had all been in court, the 4 females that lived in the building and the 4 apartments in the castle had to join together and become unified. And on the day that they both arrived in Holyoke, because that was the last resort and their only moment to seize that voucher, and Lottie began to yell, "That's the fence! That's the fence! That's the building! That's the fence I dreamt about last year that I told you about when we first started going to court. I dreamt about this. Remember, I told you what the building looked like, and I told you what the fence looked like that was attached to it that keeps the people out from the street. And they have to walk all the way around to get to the building and get in it. This is the building. We're going to get this." She was like, "I hope we get this apartment." I said, We're going to get it because I dreamt about it. We dreamt about it." Lottie says to her, "We are going to get it. We are going to get it. I told you I dreamt about it," Lottie says to her. And she looks at Lottie. And this woman was very critical and not afraid to speak her mind and to say what she wanted to say about anyone to their face. And she was not always nice. And most of the time she was not nice. But she looked at Lottie with awe because she knew, because she remembered Lottie telling her and describing to her the street, the building with the store in it and the fence attached to it. When you walk up the little hill to get to the fence, and then you go on the other side to get into the building. She remembered all of it. She remembered Lottie describing it to her and wondering why she had the dream. And Lottie said to her, "Didn't I tell you about this? Remember when I told you about it, remember?" And Ambrosia looked at Lottie and said, you're right. You did tell me about this." And I said, "We're going to get this apartment. We're going to get this apartment." And Lottie said, "I told you we're going to get this apartment." And Ambrosia said, "You really?" I said, "Yeah, that's why the dream. That's why I had the dream. And I guess that's why I had to tell you about it, because you're going to move here too. And this is proof that God was looking out for us even when everything was bad and we thought that we had no hope." And at that moment, the landlord greeted us at the fence. And Lottie says, at the moment that the landlord greeted us at the fence, we got that apartment. Watch. At that moment, it came true. It really came true. And Ambrosia and Lottie went home back to Springfield to pack all their valuable things that they wanted. Some things they left behind. Some things were left behind because it was part of the past that they didn't want to, of course they had to remember, but they didn't want it to be part of their present time or their future. So Lottie left some furniture behind, just taking mattresses for the children to lay on, except for the bunk bed set that she had bought for her children to sleep in that cost $900 and had just been delivered 3 or 4 months before, when the court had told Lottie she didn't have to pay any rent at all anymore because of the conditions of the apartment. She spent her money on things that were badly needed for a long time. Ambrosia did too. So she already had some things set up for her new apartment. So she let her old bed and her old furniture stay there. That was from her first marriage. She didn't want to carry those memories around anymore in a physical form. And we left, and they both said, we are going to have a brand new future. And they both said, we are going to leave the past behind us and try to have the best in a new city, in a new atmosphere, new people, new situation, new Section 8 voucher, to have more money to buy what they needed for their children. And Ambrosia and Lottie said, we are going to make a brand new start. And we don't know about this new place named Holyoke, but we're going to give it a try. So they both move in on Halloween night. On Halloween, 1984. They move in to Holyoke building on Maple Street. Nice place to live. Nice apartment compared to where they were. It was cold no matter how high the heat was and how much it cost. It was finally warm in there. Finally the children could go to bed without their snowsuits on. Finally the children could go to bed without their hats and their gloves on. Finally the children could put on just regular pajamas and just lay on down. Finally, even the baby, who was 5 months old, that Lottie had already trained him to sleep with his sister and brother, his baby brother, and not even have to wear pajamas. He could go to bed in his little pamper and his t-shirt and be warm. Finally, there were no mice there. There were no roaches there. Finally, the food in the cabinet didn't get eaten by the roaches or the rats and leave them all starving. Finally, it was beautiful in there. Beautiful wood, shiny, hardwood floors, carpet on there, on certain parts of the floor, and brand new couch, brand new beds, brand new stove, brand new refrigerator, brand new TV console. Just beautiful.